Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry.
Welcome to Rugby AM. Welcome to Toronto, an international powerhouse, home of some of the biggest sporting brands in the world. The Blue Jays, the Raptors, the Maple Leafs. We have travelled 3,500 miles to create history, to be here as the first ever professional sports transatlantic fixture takes place right here in Toronto. Today, ladies and gentlemen, please join us and watch this very, very special show as we bring this wonderful city the greatest game of all time, Rugby League. Right now we're going to go back in time to Thursday morning, 3:30 AM, as we set off from Castleford Tigers with the Oxford Rugby League boys on this epic journey. Check this out.
I'm Tim Rumford, head coach of Oxford Rugby League. We're over in Toronto at the moment. We're preparing for our historic game against the Toronto Wolfpack at the Lamport Stadium. We found the journey obviously pretty demanding, quite a long journey, with a group of part-time players who are very, very committed, obviously, and we're over here for the challenge, we're over here for the opportunity, and we're going to give it our best shot. When we started there, I never thought we'd be coming to Canada and being a part of this occasion, but we're here, we're going to have a go at it, and expansion, you know, is pretty key really for Rugby League going forward, I think.
I've never really thought that we'd be playing in a different continent, but it's a great experience and it's good to be here with boys, especially the first team playing over here. And really looking forward to just getting out there and giving it a go and seeing what the Wolfpack's like. League One's real tough. It's got a bit of a difference really between Barrow and Wolfpack and themselves, so it's a real tough competition, and it's quite a high standard with a lot of ex-pros. It's like Super League players playing really. It puts you in a shop window, and it just gets to see what level you're at playing against players like that, and see how far you are and what you need to improve on. This trip coming over to Toronto is a real good experience, and it's good getting together with the lads and everything, because we have a bit of separation between the North and the South players. So getting this togetherness and bonding of the team is definitely going to bring us bigger and better.
Running circles through my mind.
Well, I only can think of one person, me. Stewie Biscombe, definitely.
Running circles through my mind.
Casey. It's not been a long relationship, but he's definitely under it for more already. Nice. Definitely. Yeah, he cries a lot as well.
The pressure.
From early morning in Castleford, we've landed here in Toronto, have been put up in awesome accommodation by this man out Perez and the Toronto Wolfpack community. Mate, the dream is about to become real. It's the day before the big game, the day you've dreamt about for over 6 years.
Yep.
How does it feel?
Feels fantastic. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's pretty nerve-wracking. It's raining pretty hard. No, it'll be good. The team is ready. The guys are ready. Oxford are ready. People watching around the world, they're ready. We're ready to rumble, Michael Buffer style.
It's been an amazing journey in such a relatively short space of time.
Yeah.
The first transatlantic game,
Yeah.
professional sport in history, beating the NFL to it. You must be really proud.
Yeah, I mean, we've beaten the NFL to it, and with the best sport in the world, rugby league. Greatest game of all. So really happy to be able to showcase this in front of my hometown and my home fans, and I want the Wolfpack to be well supported, and they will be.
Mate, Lamport Stadium, give us a little bit of history, because what's being played here, it's an old school stadium.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
it
got a
started
real...
out as an insane asylum.
Yeah?
Turn of the last
Seriously?
century. Yeah. Okay, and then it was a women's prison. It's in an area called Liberty Village, and it's called that because when you stepped out of the prison, you had liberty, right? So Liberty
Amazing.
Village. Then in the 70s, they built a Lamport Stadium, 75. They've had major football internationals and whatnot here. The last major international was the 1990s. Canada beat Brazil going into the World Cup that they won in '94.
Yeah.
So that was the last major international. The Canadian International Rugby League squad that I created, the Wolverines, we played here to crowds of over 8,000 at some point. So yeah, it's got a lot of history with our game too.
And how has the local Toronto community bought into the Wolfpack? We've had loads of support on Twitter, on social media. Yeah. People really ready for it, but how have they been obviously buying tickets and getting involved?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a great ticket. A lot of tickets have been purchased for the game tomorrow. If the weather holds up, they'll all show up. And yeah, I mean, people are buying into it. I've been doing media all day, and people just want to know about the Wolfpack.
In the background, the She-Wolves are warming up, and I'm stood with the Chief Operating Officer of the RFL, or the Rugby Football League now, Ralph Rimmer. Ralph, how are you, sir?
I'm very good, Alex. Why wouldn't it be today?
Mate, what a great day for the game of Rugby League. I remember 5 years ago emailing you, pestering you, saying I want to get involved with Rugby League, but never in a million years did I think I'd be stood pitchside in Toronto as the... For me, it's the future. Today, it's tomorrow for Rugby League.
Look, it's a fantastic opportunity. Your stalking effort 5 years ago has brought us to this place. You know, last night we had a beer in a bar in Toronto, which just 5 years ago would have been absolutely unheard of. The dream is starting today for real, and it's an incredible adventure.
Are you excited about the possibility that this could be a real blueprint for other wealthy investors to come into the sport and roll out these kind of franchises across the world?
Certainly, that would be an end game we would look to achieve. It's early days yet, but the potential of this is huge. It has the ability to open up broadcast contracts, new players, new viewers, new spectators. Everything we want to do for the game can start here. It's a big step for us.
What have you got to say about Eric Perez and David Argyle? Two people with a dream, and it's a reality for them today.
Well, they've brought it to life, haven't they? After, Eric similarly stalked me as you did, and they've brought the dream together, and it's going to kick off today in a big time. They deserve everything they've got here. They've made a big impact in rugby league. They've made a big impact as people, to be honest, and they've opened a few people's eyes, which is what the game, it's what we strive to do all the time. So they've been a bit of a game changer for us, but likewise, I'd like to think we've offered them the opportunity that will suit them.
They've even got their own beer down at the pub, the Wolfpack beer in cans. It's amazing. 2025 will be on us in a breath. 8 years' time, the World Cup will be in North America. So it's important that this gets established, and maybe some other teams around this part.
Well, there is some domestic competition here anyway, but so this is the kind of this is how it's manifested itself into the professional competition. So there is the ability to produce more professional rugby league in North America, and there is certainly an ambition. We were with David last night. That is definitely his ambition. So as you say, let's see how today goes and just see what markets we can open up.
Well, it's fantastic to be here today. One man who's been here for quite a while is the coach of the Toronto Wolfpack. That's Paul Rowley. Here, check out his 5 top things to do in Toronto.
Paul Rowley, Toronto Wolfpack. We're here in Toronto, and here's my top 5 things to do to all you visiting fans from the UK. At number 5 coming in, I would start with the CN Tower. Get up the CN Tower and check out the views of Toronto. Wonderful city. A must-do thing, the best tourist attraction. At number 4, I would go to the Toronto Raptors, the basketball team. That's the Air Canada Centre. If you can't fit in the stadium because it's sold out, they'll sell you a ticket to watch the big screen on the streets outside, so that's amazing also. At number 3, I would go to the Blue Jays. That's probably one of my favourites. You can kill a good 3 hours. They've got the biggest screen in North America. And so if the game's not entertaining enough, then the scenery, the cheerleaders, the singing, something will entertain you, I'm sure. Number 2, I guess you've got to stay on the sporting theme, and there's the Maple Leafs, so that's the ice hockey over here. So that's also in the Canada Centre. So described by many as the closest thing to rugby league. Lots of blood shed, lots of biff, as we call it, so you'll enjoy that. I guess the number 1 attraction for all visiting people is the restaurant Katana, owned by our owner David Argyle. Sushi to die for and drinks on flow. So Katana's the place to go. Many round of applause from Mr. Brian Noble. He's sampled everything. I'll see you in Toronto, guys. Thank you.
Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry. Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry.
I'm here with the Toronto She-Wolves! Mariah, it's the first game for the Wolfpack. You must be really proud.
I'm so proud. All these ladies here have worked so hard just to really bring the best experience that we possibly can, especially for the inaugural season for the Wolfpack. So here in Toronto, we're ready. Our fans are so ready and so geared up for this, and I hope we do them proud. I know we will.
Right now, it's time to go inside and meet Craig Hall, the captain of the Wolfpack, and find out his thoughts on this historic event.
I'm Craig Hall, captain of Toronto Wolfpack. Obviously, it's a proud moment for me to, when Rose wanted me to be captain, when he asked about it, and I've took on the role as best as I can. But to be honest, they're a real good set of lads, pretty easy to deal with. First impressions of the Lamport Stadium, you know, it's pretty old school, and it's an open stadium. I think obviously summer will be brilliant. There's a bit of rain out today, so you know, later on in the year, I think you'll get a good atmosphere here, and it's a good opportunity for plenty of fans to come down and watch. It's just been surreal. Obviously, the first day of breakfast, we was just walking down King Street in a diner, just eating streaky bacon and scrambled eggs. It was surreal. Actually, sat there. I'm just a lad from Hull. I didn't think for 1 minute I'd be travelling to another continent, you know, Canada, to play rugby league. We've been here a couple of days, so I've been speaking to a few locals and trying to explain how rugby is. You know, it's exciting. You know, it's tough. I think it'll be just what they need. Obviously, they've got American football over here and hockey, which is plenty of contact, but obviously we don't wear pads. So I think the way that we play, the way that we like to throw the ball about, and I think there's going to be plenty of excitement for them. Oxford are coming over. There was over yesterday, they're training as we speak. So, you know, it's just exciting for them as it is for us. So we've got to do our job as we normally do, be professional, and hopefully come out with a good win. Obviously, the goal going forward is, you know, play at the top. You want to be in Super League. I think the potential that we have in this team is obviously better than obviously the league that we're in. But you know, we have to start somewhere, and hopefully we can win the league at the end of the year, move up to Championship, and then bigger things going forward.
I've got a real treat for you right now. We're in the Brazen Head. I'm joined by Gregory. Gregory, tell us the best thing to do in Toronto.
Get out for a pint and go see a game.
I can't beat that. I mean?
But Simon, where's Jonesy?
Jonesy? He's messing about.
Where's Jonesy?
Jonesy. Right now, I've got a real treat. It's Brian Noble's 1 to 13. We're going to go upstairs in the Brazen Head and get his best 13 he's ever coached. Check this out.
I've been asked to give you a 13 top team that I've coached. I've got to pick 5 teams like this that beat all each other. I hope you recognise how difficult this has been. So, my number 1 fullback for the teams that I've coached is Michael Withers. Why Michael Withers and not something like Paul Wellens, the great, and I mean great St Helens fullback. Mick Withers, slinky skills, lovely movement, was nicknamed the Ghost, played for 7 years at the top of our game, and won that so many games for the Bradford Bulls and scored multiple tries. Mickey Withers is your fullback. Okay, here we go. Who's on the wing? I'm going to lump them together because it was hard to separate them, but I just cannot forget the impact that Tavita Vaikona and Leslie Vinacolo had for the Bradford Bulls and for their national teams. They were both New Zealand internationals, remember. Les was a freak. We all know that, a physical freak. I was speaking to Richard Whiting recently, and he was saying, Nathan Blacklock, who played at Hull for a while, said, listen, he conceded 4 tries against Les in the cup game the week before, says, I think I've got his number now. And then Les went and scored 6 tries the week after against him. So you just couldn't kick to him. If he caught the ball, he could go 100 in 10 seconds. And Tavita Vaikona, well, he had everything. He could play a little bit of centre, but predominantly when you had those 2 blokes bringing the ball back for your team, it was like tackling front rowers. And I think if you go around the game and the size, they were 16, 17 stone and lightningly quick. Tavita had great feet and side steps, and my first grand final broke the game wide open against Wigan and scored the try that really took us apart from the Wigan. We were gone at half-time and over the line. So centres, wow. Okay, Keith Senior gets a berth. The Great Britain centre, the lead centre for many years. Unbelievable record with his home club. Spent a lot of time as a Bradford coach and a Wigan coach, hating him. But then when you get him in the international camp, you think, yeah, this kid can play. Big, strong, raw-boned, made opportunities. The big bald man gets a run in the centre. Who's the other centre? Well, I thought Leslie was the player he was because of this guy. And there were so many candidates for this. You've got to think of Martin Gleeson had an outstanding career as an international, an outstanding player for St Helens. But Shantae Harper, the New Zealand international, came over to Bradford as a young 19, 20-year-old, a starlet who'd been injured, and cemented his place in Super League psyche, really. Everybody would say, stop Les and you stop the Bulls. Not quite true, because Shantae Harper was a super footballer, good feet, good step, good skills, and complemented what Leslie did. So I couldn't really separate them. So my scrum half, or the number 7 if you like, I'm going to give to Sean Long. Now, if I was being loyal and true and being a club coach, I would absolutely every day of the week give it to Paul Deacon. He organised, he was structured, he was intelligent, he could kick a ball, he could play Deeks, and but why have I picked Sean Long in front of him? Well, as a game breaker is Long. We know that. He too had a great kicking game and that belief that he could change a game at any moment in time. So when you're lining up against an opposition, first and foremost, your halfbacks have got to be a threat. The 6th berth, every day of the week I should have gone for Henry Paul. He's one of the greatest players we've ever produced. But he doesn't get the berth. What am I doing? Who am I picking that's better than Henry Paul? Trent Barrett. I'm sure you remember the Australian that came to Wigan for 2 years. Outstanding man, outstanding athlete, great footballer, great team player, but also with that sidestep and that ability to break a game open, that speed as well. All the women, I think the women will agree with me, wasn't bad looking either, was he, girls? So I had to put a good looker in there for you. Not that you're not Henry, I think you're a fair good looker yourself, son. All right, let's go to the pack. One of the best back rowers I ever coached was a fella called Jamie Peacock coming through, and the adversity and trials and tribulations is well documented everywhere. Great leader. But I've picked him in the front row, and I'm reminded of that 2006 test and what he did in relation to when Stuart Fielding got a biff on the chin and he went down, and Jamie Peacock stepped in. A great leader, willed himself on every game he ever played with, whether it was for Bradford, where he was very, very successful, and his subsequent career at Leeds. I'm confident everybody recognises what a superb leader he was and what a superb player. The number 9 I'm going to go for is that cranky devil from Leeds, and he played at Bradford for 10 years and was probably the heartbeat of the team. The angry little number 9, James Lowes. I thought he was a superb player. I thought he was a good defender. He was hard work to manage sometimes because he was so competitive, but he ran the team. He ran a lot of big people, and when you're 5'9" and you're running them and you're bossing them and they're blinking and thinking, I'm not going to mess with this guy. That's why Jimmy gets it. It's a no-brainer, absolute no-brainer. So my other front rower is, well, you wouldn't miss him. I think if you went and saw him in Auckland now, you'd have to drive round him. His nickname's surely the roundabout, Joe Vanganar. And it used to be Joe Vagana, but Robbie Paul taught me that, no, it's actually Vanganar. So I have to say it in the right way. Unbelievable skills for a front rower. The people's elbow, where he used to just lift his elbow and people fell off him. That's a big front row. How do I complement that with a back row? Well, I'm going back to when I coached at Wigan and 2 young blokes that pretty much came through at the same time. I'm going to pick Gareth Hock. Now, there's a few people going, are you crazy? He's mad. You can't pick him. He's mad. He's Hock. He can't. He's just one of the most consummate, skilled back rowers you've ever seen. The Aussies hated him in 2006 because he stood up to them. I'm leaving Wigan for now. No, I'll go straight to Sean O'Loughlin. He's the loose forward. I'm sticking him at the back. If you want to play tough, give it to Sean O'Loughlin. If you want some pass plays and some skill, old-fashioned loose forward type, give it to Sean O'Loughlin. You want a little short kick? Okay, give it to Sean O'Loughlin. He's the glue that would melt. They would melt around him, this team. Such another leader in the proportion of Jamie Peacock. The other side of the back row, tried to sign him about 5 times for different teams. Was beaten by the punch to Leeds Rhinos, but Gareth Ellis has to be one of the most consummate pros. And what you forget about Gaz is he's a big man as well. He's got small human beings for legs. He can run. He was quick when he was younger. He was a centre, remember? So he had that dexterity in his hands for skill, etc., etc. So he was Player of the Year twice in the NRL for the West Tigers. And we got to pick him. You've got to pick him because he's conquered the world as well as conquered the international stage, as well as still doing the business now for Hull. So I had to pick a bench that will complement all of that team. Bear in mind what we've got. We've got blistering pace, size. People are already saying, oh, you only pick big uns. You only pick big uns. Well, a good big un horse beats a good little un, trust me. You only pick quick. I mean, Leslie Vinacolo was a 10-second 100 at 18 stone. Yeah, you stop him. You do your best.
Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry. Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry.
Welcome back to part 3 here, Rugby AM. This week the Marvel kits have launched. We've got a special competition online now. Oh, you can win some oddballs kit right now. rugbyam.co.uk. Just look like Jackson. Right now, let's go and see the Marvel kits launch on Rugby AM.
Marvel is a huge brand and it's fantastic to be sexying up rugby league and getting it to a wider audience. And I know for a fact there's a lot of people, friends of mine who have no interest in rugby league, but they've bought the Marvel shirts from Australia. They really are hot tickets.
The Marvel campaign has been sensational in Australia. Hopefully we can replicate it in the UK. But it's great to see, quality young players, especially Tom Johnson, coming and showcasing himself. Yeah, Jonesy will like it. It's Stanley boys, Tom Johnson playing at Wakefield. I'm sure Leeds would like to get their teeth into him. Maybe a long-term replacement for Rhino, I reckon. What do you reckon? He's obviously a better rugby player than he is an actor at the moment. We've had a couple of stuttering introductions to his acting campaign, but he's going well. We're just backstage in Canal Mills. There's got props everywhere. I'm joined by Remy Caster, aka Iron Man. Remy, do you like the kit? Are you excited to become Iron Man?
Yeah, I like it, and I think it's good for the game. You promote all the kids and all the fans will be very excited to see the jersey at the Magic Weekend. Magic Weekend, it's a fantastic occasion. Tell us, from your point of view, how does it feel to go out there in front of so many different sets of fans? There's so many fans there, all enjoying themselves in fancy dress. Have you ever seen so much fancy dress? Yeah, it's very funny and it's exciting, You come in, Newcastle is last year was very good because good stadium, good atmosphere. Yeah, it's a Magic Weekend. They call it magic because sometimes come some magic thing. I'm here with Tom Johnson, aka Spider-Man. Mate, you're representing Wakefield Trinity today. You've been outstanding on the field for them, and you're going to be wearing that Spider-Man shirt, the Marvel shirt, out at Magic Weekend. How excited are you, pal?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be wearing it. As you grow up, you grow up watching people like Spider-Man as a hero, and you always you want to be him and go out and do it, and to get there and go out on the pitch and do it, it's going to be something quite special.
Mate, take me back to last year. 50 metres out, a couple of minutes ago, Milky, drop goal. How did it feel as a player?
Well, I kept shouting for him to put it up for me to try and chase it. So when I saw him turn and go for it himself, I was like, what is he doing? And then when you saw it flying, it just kept going and going, and just tips over that bar. Everyone just lost it on the pitch. We all kind of lost our heads, and we had Milky running back going, calm down, we've still got 10 minutes to go, because we thought, wow, we've won it. So it was quite a special thing to watch.
One thing for sure about Hull fans is the buy-in to anything to do with Hull, and I think this is going to be the biggest selling shirt of all.
Yeah, it's a great concept. Obviously, it comes from a few successful years in the NRL, and even over here, you see all the NRL team shirts, and they're the biggest ones, are the Marvel ones, and I think it's a great concept. I think you'll get a buy-in from everybody, but especially the kids. The kids will love them, and that's great for the game.
Tell us, lastly, mate, what is your magic moment from all the Magic Weekends you've played in? What's your special memory from Magic Weekend?
Well, I've been involved in a couple of controversial ones, to be honest. The first one was when we played Bradford, and I think the scores were tied, or we were two behind maybe, and Kevin Sinfield was going to go for a goal. We got a penalty, going to go for a goal, and he went for goal, hit the crossbar onto the post. Jordan Tanzi were on to it, scored the try, we celebrated, and
about 3 miles offside.
And then when it was all the dust settled, he was about 10 yards offside. So that was the first one, and then the next one, I think we were playing against Hull County, we might have been behind again, and someone puts a big Hail Mary up, Chris Green chases down, and I think Steve Ganstrom was the video referee then, and he jumped higher than everybody else, scored, and I think they were even saying, "Are you sure? You sure you want to give this try? Are you sure you want to give it?" Yep, it's a try. And he gave it, and it turns out he were a mile offside as well. So I've had a couple of strange ones.
But it's the first time we've had a proper Marvel campaign in the UK. You were part of the original campaign in Australia. Yep. It's been a huge success in the NRL.
Yeah, it was, man. And someone told me it's not just rugby league fans. It's all the it's all the Marvel. It's all the superhero fans who are big fans of superheroes growing up. Anyone from the ages of 5 to 50, 60. You know what I mean? So it goes through a whole different genre of people, and it gets a lot of excitement for our game.
Mate, you're a big Marvel fan yourself.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
Thor.
Is it Thor?
Yeah,
Is it
no, you know what? I've always loved, I always loved He-Man, Wolverine. But Thor, and I remember Spider-Man used to be one of my favourites. I'm definitely biased towards Thor now.
Mate, it's obviously it's a great occasion, his Magic Weekend, where the kits will be debuted. Tell us a little bit about, obviously, from your side coming over from the NRL. Yeah. How was it to play in your first Magic Weekend?
Man, it was crazy. I couldn't believe 12 teams over 2 days and in one spot. I thought, surely the pitch would get ripped up like nothing else. But fair play to Newcastle, to the stadium up there. It's St James Park. It's unbelievable. The pitch stays right, and there's a real good atmosphere. There's a real bit of a buzz, bit of a party atmosphere up there. The fans stay, and they support, or they follow the games after their team's played. So it should be another good one up there this year.
The Marvel kits look absolutely outstanding, and we're having an incredible time meeting some wonderful people right here in Toronto. But we need to get under the skin of the boys to really understand the background of the Wolfpack. So let's go across right now to the common room with Liam Kay and Johnny Pownell, a Toronto Wolfpack teammates.
Liam Kay, number 5, play on the wing for the Toronto Wolfpack, nickname Kay's Ways.
Johnny Pownell, number 2, I play on the wing also, nickname Johnny P. Many others, I can't tell you.
Pony boy, $1 million hair. There's only one man
There's only one man who's playing. He's playing. Oh, he's not playing ping pong.
He might be on.
Oh, he is playing ping pong.
Jack, come here.
Jack, come here. The fattest man you've ever seen. Last name Bussett, looks like a bus. Double decker. Yeah, honestly, the greediest man I've ever known. Not far behind him is Steve Crossley.
And the room together.
And the room together, surprisingly, yeah. Yeah, that's only one place joined us recently.
Are we going on 3?
Going on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ryan Braley. He only joined this team because his dad's coach. Yeah, defo Ryan Braley, 100%. He's got very big nostrils.
Oh, yeah.
And he's over there.
He's over here.
Ziggy.
His new nickname, Sidders, a.k.a. Adam Sidlow, yeah.
Sidders, Adam Sidlow.
He's always got to get off.
I'll put it this way, he came out of the supermarket earlier and the first thing he did to me would go, too expensive, because he knew his missus would have a go at him for spending too much money.
On the bank card.
Nice Bales. Bales is the new longest man in shower.
Right, I thought you meant he was I thought you meant he was longest in the shower.
Yeah, that's what it means. Bales say it used to be Craig Hall, but now it's the Black Hammer, his nickname. The Black Hammer, Ryan Bailey.
I'm on about who takes the longest to shower.
Yes.
Cool. Edit that, yeah.
That's got to be one person, that, and he's always, whenever we played in volleys, he's always got a rugby ball in his hand. And
is Aussie?
Yes.
Aussie? Yeah,
yes. Reece Jacks, just always try to better himself.
Yeah, good attitude.
He wants to be like his brother, apparently, who plays for Melbourne.
He's not said now, though, has he?
No.
Our kid.
He'll never be as good as him, though.
Yeah. One, two, three. Jake Emmett.
Honestly,
he's been on a few today.
I'm not exaggerating it. He is the most negative man on the planet.
He's been happy today, though.
He's been happy today, but by a country mile, is the most negative man.
Yeah.
Us two by country mile. No one else is as fashionable.
Not seeing the shoes.
Not seeing my tracksuit. Road. Yeah, definitely us two by a country mile. Easy. And we're not just saying that.
Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry. Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry.
Welcome back to part 4 here at Rugby AM. The crowd is set. The captain, Craig Hall, walks out on Lamport Stadium for the first time, for the first ever transatlantic professional sports fixture. This is history right now, never been done before, and we at Rugby AM are here to film it. The crowd is huge behind us. Thousands of locals packing to see Rugby League for the very first time. It's an amazing atmosphere, amazing people. Toronto is a wonderful city. Let's go right now to Fancam Pregame to find out what the Toronto people expect from Rugby League.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work.
It's the UK Red Fire and Security Fancam. A little bit of a twist this week because we're doing it pre-game and catching up with the Toronto fans to see what their expectations are of this fantastic, historic fixture for Rugby League. I'm here with Elliot and Scott from the Wolf and Round podcast. You're first up, mate. You must be excited with your Aussie accent to bring Rugby League to Toronto.
Can't believe we got Rugby League in Toronto. How good is it? David Argyle and all the team have brought it here. We're so grateful. The weather, we've really turned on the weather, but it's going to be a great game. Can't wait to see the boys live. We've been seeing it on TV for 2 months, so it's awesome.
I'm joined by Ted and Mike. Ted, what are you expecting? Are you a new Wolfpack fan?
Oh, yeah. Great.
Can't swear. It's all right, though. It's all right. We'll beep you out. We'll beep you out. Mate, are you excited for today?
Very excited. Yeah, very excited.
And what do you reckon Rugby League, how's it going to be received in Toronto?
you know what? They got more supporters than I ever thought they would. It's great.
Yeah, I see on the media, like, it's crazy right now. It's just been like, all they do is talk about this team on the media and stuff. It's insane.
You got a song?
I don't have a song at all. Shit, I don't have a song. Wenger out. Wenger out.
Wenger out. And joined by a set of Wolves here for the Wolf. Are you excited for today? It's a monumental day.
This is the best day of my life. Let's just throw it out here. The Wolfpack. This is a great day for Toronto and for rugby and all.
Boys, rugby league is a new thing here, but the media have certainly taken to it.
For sure, for sure. Media's been great in Toronto. I think it's been a great time. Can't wait to get the Super League.
You reckon how long till you get to Super League?
Oh my goodness. 1 year? 2 years? Right away! Right away! 2 years! 2 years. It's got to be at least 2 years.
I've got Samantha from Rotherham, a Yorkshire girl in Toronto. Have you been evangelising rugby league, spreading the gospel?
Oh, absolutely. I brought all my Canadian friends here.
Girls, are you excited for today?
So excited.
What do you think rugby league's going to bring to Toronto?
Hopefully a lot of a good crowd and yeah. Yeah, hot men. Hot men.
Sexy bumpers looking fine. Love it when they dance like waving their hands like.
Everybody in the club, come on, here we go. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Yo. See I work, then I play. Get the job done, no delay, lay. Say what I wanna say, get out my way. When I'm on a stage, you better sway. From the night till the day when the birds are tweeting. Early morning, I don't feel like eating. Sipping on a bevy on a Friday evening, getting ready for another big dirty weekend. Monday comes and I feel like a bum. Had too much fun, drunk all the rum. Can't remember even half the bend. I woke up in a bed with my best mate's mum. Ish, what the have I done? Miss Joel, please don't tell no one. Man, I feel sick and my head weighs a ton. If Mike finds out, then I know I gotta run. I just wanna let go. 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 Yeah. Let's go to work. Yeah. Let's go to work. Everybody in the club, come on, here we go. Such a damn liability. Now I'm in the office getting fed up and fidgety. Man, I hate this work and it's killing me. I just wanna be by the sea in Italy, chilling with my feet up, sitting in a beach hut. But instead I'm just chasing the cheap.
History has officially been made today, right here, Rugby AM in Toronto. 6,281 fans turned up, and these boys did not disappoint. 62-12. Liam, how did it feel today to be making your home debut?
It were quite nerve-wracking actually. We didn't know how to take it at first when we first come out. You know, there weren't any crowd when we first come out warm, and we thought, oh no, what's going to happen? But obviously these men turned up in the numbers throughout the game, so you know it were a scrappy game. We'll not get into it, but apart from that, we got the win, and that's the main thing.
It was like an old school game, only plenty of biff today. The boys got stuck in Oxford counter play. They didn't take your head off a few times.
Oh, mate, it was just one of them. We've had it quite a bit this season. You know, teams come, try and slow us down, try and rough it up a bit. But you know, we're a good set of lads. We're all going to stick together. So you know, that's what we're going to do.
Liam, I think today has changed rugby league forever because we've seen the dream has worked for Perez and David Argyle. Over 6,000 people have turned up. The future is only bright for rugby league in North America.
Definitely. I mean, like I say, we need to get behind it, like 100%. Because I just want to be a part of history. You know, we're the people that are starting this great journey, and if it takes off in North America and Canada, you know, we've made history by creating this team today. So I'm just happy to be proud of the team.
I hate to say it because your head's big enough, but you've got about 50 women over there who are absolutely in love with you, mate, all shouting KKK. Did you hear them?
No, I didn't. I spent half my time on sideline after getting sent off. But nah, you know, the fans turned up in numbers, you know, the boys and the girls, and we just hope that, you know, the people in Canada get behind it and this team takes off, and it's only good for the game.
Outstanding. Well done, boys. Let you get the boys.
Cheers,
I'm joined by Biscuit, mate. How are you today playing in front of this crowd?
Alright, we're a tough test. They're a full-time outfit we are.
We have to go to work and then go training. This crowd is just phenomenal. There's 6,000 people here.
Absolutely outstanding. They've had a great time, the Oxford boys. You had a good time, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, it's been a good laugh. It was a bit at first, but after that we sorted it all out. I think it's been a good laugh, a good set of lads, great lads. You've never seen better lads than this lot. They call them my brothers, mate.
In the sheds with Paul Rowley, it's an amazing day. I've been absolutely blown away by the crowd, by the atmosphere, by the culture. Learned so much to the hot dog guy at the half time. It's changed my whole perception of the ceiling of rugby league. I always thought this game was quite limited. I always thought to myself, I'll never be a millionaire in rugby league, but I'll tell you now, I think today's changed rugby league forever.
It was bizarre. I mean, I was watching it myself and listening to some of the chants, and it was just refreshing. It was just
so fresh,
just different, and it was fresh because it was freezing cold. So I think the one thing that struck me, people just kept coming in and coming in and coming in, and I guess when we get a warm day in a few weeks, and you know, a team, certainly when we play Barrow, you can just see how it's going to grow and grow and grow. As the season goes on, it's going to get bigger and bigger. But bizarre, unbelievable, but a good success.
I stood and watched the game with your dad right in front of the fans, and we spoke to them all through the game. They're asking us questions, very inquisitive, very intuitive about the game, and interested, and just the people of Toronto just wanted to come and give it a try and see what rugby league were about, and they could not believe people weren't wearing pads. They're like, these guys are crazy, they're crazy, and they absolutely love Big Crosley there, because it's like, he's a big cow, man, he's a big cow. Loved it.
He's a big cow, isn't he? Yeah. Well, it is what our game is. We've known this all along, and we've described it the best secret, and we've just let it out of the bag now. So clearly the question got asked a million times, will the people of Toronto enjoy it? Well, everybody who was here, I think you were amongst them, so I think it's a green light, a resounding success.
I think it's going to pave the way for a very bright future for the game within North American Canada. I'd like to say congratulations to yourself, all the boys of the team, because it's been a tough journey, a long journey, but today is tomorrow, mate.
Absolutely, cheers.
Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, Spec, the specialist power contractor to industry.